For thousands of years, humanity has looked up at the night sky and wondered what was hiding beyond the stars. At first, we believed those tiny lights were simple objects decorating the darkness above us. Then we learned they were suns, entire worlds burning across unimaginable distances. Later, we discovered galaxies, black holes, and the terrifying scale of the universe itself. But perhaps for the first time in human history, we are no longer just observing space. With the launch of the James Webb Space Telescope, humanity may have begun staring directly into the deepest layers of reality itself. The James Webb Telescope was designed by NASA together with the European Space Agency and other international partners. Unlike older telescopes, Webb can detect ancient infrared light traveling across the universe for billions of years. In other words, the farther it looks into space, the farther it looks back in time. Scientists hoped it would reveal the first primitive galaxies formed shortly after the Big Bang. According to our current understanding of cosmology, the early universe should have been chaotic, dark, and filled only with small developing structures slowly growing over billions of years. But the first images sent back by James Webb shocked researchers around the world. Instead of tiny immature galaxies, Webb discovered enormous and surprisingly organized galaxies existing far earlier than they should have. Some appeared so massive and so developed that, according to modern physics, they simply should not exist yet. These galaxies looked older than the universe itself should have allowed them to become. Researchers began describing them as impossibly early galaxies, because the timelines in our models no longer seemed to match reality. And that is where the fear began. Because science is built on patterns, we believe the universe follows understandable rules. But what happens when the universe suddenly stops behaving the way it should? Some scientists suggested our understanding of dark matter might be incomplete. Others proposed that gigantic black holes may have formed much earlier than expected, accelerating galaxy formation in ways we still cannot explain. More radical theories suggested something even more disturbing. Perhaps the early universe operated under different physical laws entirely. But James Webb did not only reveal strange galaxies. It also renewed interest in one of the creepiest subjects in astronomy, the sounds of space. Technically, space is silent. Sound waves cannot travel through the vacuum of space because there are no molecules to carry them. However, electromagnetic signals, plasma waves, and radiation data from deep space can be converted into audio frequencies humans can hear. When scientists began translating these cosmic vibrations into sound, the results were deeply unsettling. Some recordings captured from black holes and distant galaxy clusters sounded like low-frequency screams echoing through darkness. Others resembled metallic groans, unnatural pulses, or the breathing of some enormous unseen entity hidden somewhere in deep space. One of the most famous examples came from the Perseus cluster, where pressure waves surrounding a supermassive black hole were transformed into audio. The results spread rapidly online because many people described it as horrifyingly unnatural, not like noise, but like something alive. And perhaps the most disturbing part is this. Those sounds are real data. They are not created from movies or horror stories. They are actual vibrations and signals originating from structures billions of light years away from Earth. Listening to them creates a strange psychological effect. They remind us that the universe is not calm or peaceful. It is violent, chaotic, and constantly moving in ways we barely understand. As Webb continued observing deeper regions of space, more mysteries appeared. Strange energy patterns, galaxies forming too quickly, ancient structures that challenge the estimated age of the universe. Every new discovery seemed to create more questions than answers. Some physicists even admitted that parts of our cosmological model may eventually need to be rewritten entirely. And that possibility terrifies scientists more than people realize. Because humanity has always depended on the belief that reality is understandable. We fear the unknown, but we comfort ourselves by believing that eventually science will explain everything. Yet James Webb may be showing us something different. It may be revealing that the deeper we look into the universe, the stranger and less familiar reality becomes. Some philosophers and theoretical physicists have even started discussing ideas once considered almost absurd. What if consciousness is somehow connected to the structure of the universe itself? What if space is not empty, but part of a larger system we cannot perceive? And what if humanity is not observing the universe from outside it, but exists inside something far more alive than we ever imagined? The terrifying thing about cosmic horror is not monsters or aliens. It is the realization that reality itself may be far stranger than the human mind was built to handle. Right now, James Webb continues sending new data back to Earth every single day. Every image is another glimpse into the ancient past of the cosmos. Every signal carries information from a time before humanity existed. And with every new discovery, the universe feels a little less familiar, a little less safe. Because maybe the scariest possibility is not that we are alone in the universe. Maybe the scariest possibility is that the universe has been watching us the entire time.
Thanks so much for watching my video. I really appreciate you taking the time to be here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and keeps me motivated to create more content like this. Also, if you want to be notified right away whenever I upload a new video, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks again for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.